Clark ought to be here.
Don't worry. He'll make it if he has to crawl.
Suppose he misses it with that unseen audience of millions waiting for his exclusive word.
Exclusive. They could read it in the papers. If they could read.
Well, my dad only takes the paper for the pictures and the funnies. Now that Grant Clark's on the air, he just eats them up.
Doesn't he ever complain of a stomachache?
Hello. Everything ready?
All set, Mr. Clark. You're on the air in 2.5 minutes.
Okay. Anything new?
Nothing. No scandal. Here are your notes. Oh, Claire called again.
Yeah, what Claire wants?
She wouldn't say, but I guess it was about that Rawson story.
Wants me to kill a story that'll blast him right off the fireside.
Grant.
Hello, sweetheart. Oh, now what's this? I'm on the air in a minute.
Grant, you've been avoiding me all day. I had to come here. This is Mrs. Rawson and her son. After you've heard their side of it, you won't broadcast that story.
That's true, Mr. Clark. Tell him, David.
It'll only take a minute, Mr. Clark, to explain the whole thing. You see, long before...
Claire, you shouldn't have done this. I told you I was going through with it. Bringing these people here was a cheap, sentimental trick.
Well, what if it was? A dash of sentiment won't hurt you any.
My job is broadcasting the news. The Rawson story happens to be news. I owe it to my public to let them have the facts. I'm sorry, Mrs. Rawson. Get them out of here.
What with?
I suppose your dear public is sitting by a million radio sets.
10 million?
Yes, 10 million, 20 million. Just waiting to hear the dirt that'll bring humiliation and disgrace to these two innocent people. No one's ever heard the name of Rawson before. Yet they can't go to bed unless you muddy it up.
Oh, sign off, Claire, and take these people out of here. I'm on the air in half a minute.
Oh, come on, David.
Martha, I'm going to...
Oh, don't, son. You'll only be playing right into his hand.
What's the matter with you?
I was just remembering. A long time ago, yesterday, I was in love with you.
Quiet, everybody. I'm on the air. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your reporter, Grant Clark, who loses no time in opening the little black book of exclusive news of the week to the letter R. R for Rawson. Incidentally, if the New York Police Department happen to be listening in, it's a safe bet that the... it's a safe bet that the Rawson story will... The Rawson story will be news to them, too. It seems that Mrs. David Rawson... Mrs... And there's...
He looks like he's out cold.
I wonder what's the matter with Woodford. He wasn't supposed to do that, you know.
Yeah, of course I know.
Probably too much ham for dinner.
Overcome by his own bad acting.
He's dead. He's dead.
No. Dick, it can't be.
Don't let yourself go, Alice, please.
Sarah, take care of Alice, will you?
Oh, I'm all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, I regret to announce that Mr. Woodford has collapsed and will be unable to go on with the performance. The box office will refund your money, or arrangements will be made for you to see the play at a later date. Thank you.
You know, it sounded to me as though Pierce was holding something back. Wouldn't it be just our luck? After producing what looks like a surefire hit, to have Woodford drop dead on it?
Oh, don't say that, Joseph.
But I did say it. Let's go find out.
All right. Come on, boys, break this up. Mike, Jeff, carry him to his dressing room.
Who, me or him?
Both of you.
Well, don't you think you'd better wait till the police come?
Will you do as I say?
Now?
Right now, yes. Come on, hurry up. Get a move on.
What's going on here?
Oh, it's Mr. Woodford. He's dead.
No!
What did I tell you? It's a fine state of affairs.
Who told you to move the body?
I did.
Who are you?
I'm the director here.
Oh, the director, huh? All right. You'll all have to stay and answer some questions. I gotta call the coroner. Where's the phone?
I'll show you.
Sarah, I think I'd better go to my dressing room.
The police have taken over. This will develop into a fine mess.
What will they do?
They'll question all of us. They'll try to find out what's what. They'll pick out all the dirt in our private lives.
Oh, quick. It's Nolan's fault.
Alice. Where is it? Here you are, Sarah.
She's coming too. Put this away. Feeling better now, dear?
Yes, I'm all right.
Alice, what happened?
I just fainted, I guess.
And now, who are you?
My name is Joseph Morton. I own this theater.
A moldy old dump. Good evening.
This is the coroner. Where's the body?
Oh, in there.
Please, Doc. Come on. Right. Come on. What happened?
Oh, when I was out there.
No corpse in here.
What? Nobody?
What is this, a gag? No corpse in there.
Huh? What do you mean?
Just that, there's no corpse in that dressing room.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure.
The body just can't disappear.
Oh, you can't.
Who put the body in there?
These two.
Well?
Well, I carried the body, we carried the body in and we laid it on the couch and then I covered it over with a blanket. And, didn't I?
Yes, that's right. It was just now.
Is there any other entrance to that dressing room?
Oh, only the window to the alley.
How do you know?
Oh, after all, my brother happens to own the theater. I'm Robert Morton. This is Joseph.
Maybe that window was used. Wouldn't be easy to put a dead body out of it. Maybe the body wasn't dead.
You know, I think this is some sort of a publicity frame-up.
Maybe. If anyone is trying to involve the police department in anything like that, they're heading for trouble. The police will find out everything.
To find out everything in the Woodford case and have found out exactly nothing. Is Woodford dead or alive? If he's dead, how did his body disappear from a guarded dressing room? If he's alive, where is he hiding? These questions continue to mystify the smartest brains in the department.
Since John Woodford died on the stage and disappeared into thin air, all sorts of legends are springing up along Broadway whose actor folk are known to be superstitious in the extreme. Woodford's ghost is supposed to haunt the deserted stage and prowl the vacant aisles. The police look the other way when you mention the Woodford case. Maybe they've been frightened off by the ghost stories, so don't say boo to the cop on your beat.
So this is the Woodford Theater.
It sure is. Mister, it's none of my business, but have you got a date with a ghost?
A ghost? Why, I'm leasing the theater. I'm going to open it.
Hey, buddy,
Yes?
you'll need this more than me. I'd rather drive down a one-way street against a police parade. Go in there.
Yes, Mr. Morton, I believe. Yes, my brother Robert. How do you do, Brother Robert? Yes. Let's go inside. Yes. Charming lobby you've got here.
Do you really want to lease this theater, Mr. McHugh?
Oh, of course I do.
You must be crazy.
Well, aren't we all?
That's what I said.
This is the main switch for the lights in the lobby. What's the matter? Didn't you have the lights of the telephone turned on?
Sure. I guess they haven't gotten around to it yet.
Don't you ever think of anything? Well, that's all right. I've got a flashlight. Come on inside and pull back the skylight curtains.
This way, Mr. McHugh.
Right. This place is a bit dirty and dampish. Well, it ought to warm up when you take it over. You've had experience in the theater business before, Mr. McHugh. Do you mean to say you've never heard of the Arthur McHugh stock companies? Perfect plays, perfectly presented? Well, perhaps my education has been neglected. Why, I'm as well known in the Middle West as the Mississippi River. I've heard of the Mississippi. Yes, sir. The name of McHugh is a byword in theatrical entertainment from Minneapolis to New Orleans. What is it? Oh, hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Come on, hey, kitty, hey, kitty, kitty. Come on. How would you like to be my mascot?
I thought the black cats in the theater were unlucky.
Not in my theaters, Brother Robert. I have black cats embroidered on all my curtains.
How quaint.
What's quaint about it? Very intelligent point of view. No silly superstition. Come on. Bread and butter. No, thank you. It's rather a large stage. Could easily handle an extravaganza.
Yeah, we've had many.
Oh, is that so? Well, I suppose Woodford was killed just about in this spot?
Yep. You know, this place gives me the creeps.
Is that so?
I suppose you don't believe in ghosts.
Ghosts? What are you trying to do, queer the police? Don't worry, Brother Joseph. It's because of the ghost stories that I want your theater. You really mean that? Of course. What play do you think I'm going to produce? Woodford's play, Dangerous Currents. I'm going to get as many of the old cast together as I possibly can. Oh, you'll never do it. They will when I talk to them. Why, think of the box office possibilities. Why, those ghost stories add up to $1 million worth of publicity. I hope you're right. Why, it's the most beautiful money-making setup there is on Broadway.
Well, there you are.
Hello? Hello? Somebody for you. Me? Hello? McHugh speaking.
Not but this theater. This is a warning. This is John Woodford speaking.
Hello? 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 It's a gag. Somebody playing a joke on us.
Morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Came to connect your telephone.
Connect the telephone. Oh, there must be some mistake here. You must have got your orders mixed, buddy. It's already connected.
Oh, no. You didn't talk to anyone on this telephone. That is a graveyard.
Oh, this is crazy. I won't okay this expense account. What makes you think that you can be a theatrical producer?
It's a cinch. Other guys have done it on a couple of shoestrings. Listen, Chief. The newspapers are giving us the horse lamp over the Woodford case. Oh. A corpse disappears and we can't find it. And now it's ghost stories. Why, I'd no sooner sign the lease than a voice pretending to be Woodford's ghost spoke to me over a dead telephone wire.
Are you feeling all right?
Well, it took a couple of braces to make me realize that someone is keeping that theater dark for a reason. And my hunch that someone is a member of Woodford's old company.
Well, I can't see the police department getting mixed up in the theatrical business. It's too risky.
It's our only chance, Chief.
I won't do it. It's too risky.
Well, I'll take the responsibility.
All right. I'll okay it under protest. But remember, you take the responsibility.
Thanks, Chief. I'll send you a couple of tickets for the opening.
Is Mr. McHugh in? Who shall I tell him is here? I'll tell him.
Well, Miss Tabor, I've looked forward to meeting you. This is really a great pleasure.
I think you'll change your mind, Mr. McHugh. What right have you to use my name in connection with this horrible scheme of yours?
Oh, that? Well, perhaps I was a bit premature. I merely suggested to the reporters that I hoped to sign you. What do you think of the idea?
I think it's beastly and rotten. trying to cash in on a dead man's name.
Oh, I wouldn't go so far as to say that. After all, the theater's been cashing in on Shakespeare for quite some time.
Mr. McHugh, if you don't cause a retraction of that story to be printed, I'll call the papers myself and expose you as the fraud that you are.
Oh, wait a minute, Miss Tabor. After all, I'm only trying to earn a living.
Will you call the papers or shall I?
Oh, I will, of course, but it's a shame. I've raised your salary and drawn up the contract.
Well, tear it up before you get premature again and sign my name to it.
Mike, Dad, here your ball. Put it down there. Get busy and see where you need them.
Fix that other room over
Yeah,
there.
that's it.
Well, look, as soon as you get through that, go over there to the coat.
Dick.
Well, Alice. Yeah, I'm glad I happened to come through that door and just at the right moment.
So am I.
Alice, why did you run away when the show closed? Why did you refuse to see me?
Dick, don't you understand? I had to. After all the scandal and suspicion that was stirred up by the investigation, I had to get away. Away from all those people who kept staring at me with that know-it-all smile. As much as to come right out and say, she knows a lot more about Woodford than she's telling. Dick, you're not going to be the McHugh, are you?
Well, yes, I haven't been very lucky. As a matter of fact, I haven't had a job since that night. What are you trying to do, talk me out of it? I thought you were going to be in it, too.
McHugh lied to the papers, hoping I'd fall for it. He's going to finish denial. Please, Dick, don't get mixed up with him.
Listen, Alice. There's another reason. This Woodford case isn't closed. I believe the police are still keeping tabs on it. If I refuse McHugh, it looks as if
But if he gets the same cast together, they're bound to start gossiping again. Telling the same things they did in the investigation. All about you and me and Woodford. That awful fight you had the night he died.
Well, perhaps you're right, but...
Dick.
Alice, it's so good to see you again.
Oh, Dick.
Well, Pierce, I thought we were all set with our leading lady, but I find that we aren't.
Mr. McHugh, I've changed my mind. I'll play the part.
Alice, you don't have...
Oh, don't try to talk her out of it, Pierce. Miss Tabor, I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Of course you understand. I expect the raise you spoke of.
Oh, certainly. Anything for art's sake. Here's the contract. I didn't tear it up because you didn't definitely refuse it. Oh, Tommy, call all the boys.
Mike, Jeff, all of you, the boss wants you.
Ah, Brother Robert, here's news. I've just signed Miss Tabor to play her original role.
Why, splendid.
Come, boys, get busy and clean up the star dressing room for her.
You don't mean Woodford's dressing room, do you?
Of course. Why not? Say, where do you think you're going?
Oh, anywhere but in there.
You can't blame them, Mr. McHugh. There are all sorts of stories about that dressing room. Ghost stories, I mean.
Now, look here. There's been entirely too much talk about ghosts and spooks. The only ghost in this house will be the one that'll walk on paydays. Come, get busy and get the key.
Well, maybe we could cut some straws and then ever who gets the short one, then Mike could do that.
Now, listen, will you please get the key and open the room?
Oh, I'm not afraid after all. Just mind over what's the matter and...
Oh, please, Mr. McHugh. That isn't at all necessary. Of course I appreciate it, but I couldn't use that room. I'd feel uncomfortable. Why can't I have my own dressing room back?
As you wish, Miss Tabor. Never mind, boys.
Well, I'm glad we don't have to do that.
Hiya, handsome.
Oh, hello.
Where's McHugh?
Oh, Mr. McHugh, he's right over there.
Thank you. I'm Gloria DeVere, Mr. McHugh. I'd know you anywhere from your pictures.
Well, Mr. McHugh's over there.
Oh, thank you. Mr. McHugh, I'm Gloria DeVere. I've seen your pictures so often, I feel I know you already.
Well, that shoots me down to the ground, Mr. Dare, but this is Mr. McHugh.
Well, I didn't strike out anyway.
How do you do?
6 starving agents told me to see you about a part.
Ooh, you come very well recommended.
I usually do.
I may as well warn you, Mr. Vere. This theater has the reputation of being haunted. Do ghosts trouble you?
Up until now, all my troubles have been live men. I haven't had time for the dead ones.
Well, what experience have you had?
I've skipped the personalities. I can act any part any lug can write. I always lived my parts. In my last show, I played a young girl from the state of adolescence.
Oh, is that so?
You must have had a hard time living that one.
I'll say. But I never did find out where that state was. What have you got for me?
Oh, the part is that of a more or less hard-boiled secretary to a news broadcaster. She hates her boss. You won't have to live this one.
Don't know if I could anyway. Never made it a habit to know secretaries personally. Always considered them my natural enemies.
I shouldn't wonder if you were right. Would you be good enough to read the part for me?
Oh, that oughtn't to be necessary. Mr. Vere's talent is obvious.
What do you mean by that?
You want to ask me?
Whoa, see this kid. He must have all blood.
What is it?
It's Woodford.
What? It's a dummy.
A dummy?
Here, put it away. You can all leave now, but be back here at 8 o'clock. We're going to have a reading of the play. Please be prompt, 8 o'clock sharp in my office. Thank you.
See you later. Goodbye. Bye. Don't mind, Jeff.
Mr. Vere, have you a dinner engagement tonight by any chance?
I don't make a point of going around with actors. I never know if they're acting or if they really mean it.
Oh, but I'm no actor. I own this theater.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, you see, I don't really own it. My brother owns it.
Oh, well, it's all in the family.
I see what you mean.
Hello? Yeah, Chief, how are you? Now, listen, Mac. After I okay that crazy plan of yours under protest, you go and raise the actor salaries on me. $500 a week for a leading woman. You said that you... I know, Chief, but salaries have gone up in the last couple of years. You know, same as everything else. Meat, groceries. Don't give me that, please. If you were spending that money on steaks, I wouldn't kick. But what's this item here for $85 for 50 cents cigars? That makes me sick. Oh, not half as sick as they're making me. Honest, Chief, they're killing me. But what else can I smoke? I'm supposed to be a big producer. Well, don't forget that you're working for the police department, not for any relief agency.
Oh, sorry, I can't talk anymore now.
Hello.
Mr. McHugh, this is Miss Henderson.
Oh, I'm so glad you could join the company, Miss Henderson.
Oh, thank you so
Won't
much,
you
Mr.
sit down,
McCash.
please? McHugh is the name. The contracts are being drawn up.
Oh, how nice, Mr. McCash.
McHugh.
Oh, yes, Mr. McHugh. I'm always forgetting names. You know that really, Mr. McHugh, you could have combed Broadway and Hollywood, too, with a fine-tooth comb and not find anyone who can give that part, but I can give it and have given it. Sit down. You know, I've always said that I really have always thought that John Woodford must have had me in mind when he wrote the part. Every line, every scene, every gesture just seems to express my personality. You know...
A cigarette?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't smoke. You know, really... Oh, what was I saying? Don't interrupt me. You know, really, ever since I was a little tiny bit of a girl, I've been playing mother parts.
Alice, I hate to have you get mixed up in this thing again. With me, it's different. I've got to go through with it, but... Well, I don't know. I've got a
don't
feeling...
worry. Whatever happens, let's hope it all turns out for the best. We're in it together, Dick. You know how I feel about you.
You mean that, Alice?
Of course.
Well, that makes it all worthwhile.
Well, what a charming little balcony seat. It's nice to see you both again.
Hello.
See you, too. Hello, Alice.
You've been hearing good things about you.
Oh, I've been getting along pretty well, thank you. Had quite a few successes. Last thing I was in was terrific, as you know. Poor little McHugh came down and tried to buy out my contract. It cost him a world of dough so you'd have me in your company.
But I must say that sometimes Woodford was really rather unappreciative of the true importance of the part, the way I played it. Now, you know what I want to do. I want to give. You know, I was really the whole show. I really gave the whole part.
Oh,
You know how it
excuse
is.
me.
Oh, certainly, Mr. McVeigh.
McCash, just call me Arthur. Oh, hello, Alice. You remember Miss Henderson?
Oh,
How are you, dear?
hello.
Glad to see you.
How are you?
Miss Henderson, you remember Mr. Carlton?
Hello, Sarah. Glad
I've
to have
engaged
you
him
with us.
to play Woodford's part.
Aren't you afraid his ghost will give you the wrath?
Intelligent people don't believe in ghosts, Sarah.
I'm inclined to agree with you, Carlton. There's been entirely too much superstition regarding this theater.
Oh, that's good coming from you, McHugh. As if we all didn't know it was part of your publicity campaign. And darn good showmanship, I'll say, too.
Right. Well, as soon as Mr. Bear gets here, we'll start with the reading. Tommy, where are the script and the parts?
Oh, they're in the file.
I think I know where they are. I'll get them.
Oh.
Well, this is just like old times. It's going to be a great pleasure having you as my leading lady, Alice, my dear.
Thanks. You're so generous.
You know, as long as we have to play opposite, I
sort of feel we can get into the spirit of the thing if we see a lot of each other outside the theater.
Oh, yes, we could be such a help to each other.
That's it exactly. How about having supper with me tonight?
Well, I don't think I'll be hungry.
As a matter of fact, I don't think that I'll be hungry either.
Well, we could go to the zoo.
The zoo? Well, all right. It's a date.
Why don't you get wise to yourself, Carlton?
Oh, so you were sticking your neck out and I was stepping on it, eh? Come to think of it, Pierce, you were jealous of Woodford, too. And not without reason, considering his reputation where his leading women were concerned.
Break it up, boys, break it up.
Now get this, Pierce. The only place I take direction from you is on the stage.
One big happy family, eh? That's just the kind of company I like.
Look, Mr. Veer, I said 8 o'clock. You kept the whole company waiting. Have you no idea of time?
You could have gone on without me. I can learn my part just like that. I'm one of the easiest studies in the business.
Obviously. Well?
Yeah. Well, goodbye. Goodbye, Sugar Plum.
Bye-bye, Bobby.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Well, Mr. Pierce, let's get on with the reading.
For the benefit of Mr. Veer here, I'd like to explain that this play deals with a news broadcaster who rises to fame and power. He's hard and ruthless, never stopping to consider whom he may harm or ruin by what he says over the air. The first scene of the play takes place in the, nothing but blank pages.
What? Let me see that.
It was all right the last time I saw it.
Woodford's ghost, eh, McHugh? Ha ha! Clever gag, old boy.
Well, what do we do now?
Well, most of us are familiar with the play. We can read it from the sides.
Sides? Oh, yes, of course.
There you are, Sarah. Tommy, there you are.
Look,
What is it?
warning, don't play this part. Signed, John Woodford.
Merciful days! It's in mine, too.
Then that's
Look.
Ghost writing, eh?
This is ridiculous.
Ridiculous but smart,
Going too
McHugh.
far.
This will be all over Broadway in half an hour.
Yes, I'd better phone the newspapers right away.
These notes are in Woodford's handwriting.
I hate to see you working so hard, Sugar Plum.
You might try thinking of a remedy.
Well, peacock feathers.
Close your mouth, will you?
What's the matter here?
She's wearing peacock feathers. The toughest luck in the world. Now listen, if she wears them things in this theater, I'm quitting.
All right, I'll take care of it.
All right, remember, it's either peacock feathers or... Remember.
All right, run along. I don't care, but you ought to know better than to wear them around places where people are so superstitious. What's the matter with you anyway?
Really, Mr. McHugh, that's no way to speak to Gloria. She's not used to such language.
Oh, no?
Listen to me, you big ape. Just because I'm playing in your show doesn't give you the license to pick out my hats or anything else I wear. And if I like peacock feathers, that's my business, and I won't get rid of it.
Boo!
Oh, no, babe. Not under the ladder, please. That's bad luck, too.
Oh, I make me sick. I like to... Oh.
Where's Carlton?
I don't know.
That guy'll be late for his funeral.
Look at this.
What's the matter?
My peacock feather. Where is it?
How should I know?
Well, somebody ruined. You have to buy me another one.
All right, I'll buy you a dozen feathers. If you'll only keep quiet, I'll give you a whole bird.
You give me a bird, eh? You can't insult me like that.
Lady, that's a bum joke.
And you're not funny either.
Pipe down, will you? I'm only the producer here.
Well, what kind of a theater are you running? A girl isn't even asleep.
Oh, I beg
look
your
out where you're
pardon.
going.
Look here, McHugh. Isn't it about time you called off your ghost?
What are you talking about?
I mean, these chain notes I've been getting, threats written in Woodford's handwriting. I've been getting so many of them that I'm even beginning to get jittery. If I cracked open an egg, I'd find a note inside. It's all right for a publicity gag, but lay off, will you?
I didn't send this note or any of the others. This is the work of a practical joker with a grim sense of humor.
Well, then why does he single me out? No one else in the company's got him since the first night. Have you?
No?
No.
And I'll tell you why. It's no practical joker.
There's your note writer.
What are you talking about?
You've been trying to get rid of me and force me out of the company. Just because I look sideways at Alice and ask her out to supper. Why don't you hang a keep off sign on her and put her under glass?
It's about time you stopped talking, Carlton, unless you'd like to have me throw you out of the theater.
Oh, I wouldn't try that again. You picked a fight with Woodford over Alice the night he was murdered. But I'm not Woodford.
You keep quiet.
Are you crazy?
I'm just looking after myself, that's all. I got my own idea about the Woodford murder, even if the police got nowhere with their investigation.
Oh, shut up, Carlton. As if everybody in the company hadn't had a run-in with that old nasty pickle puss Woodford at one time or another.
Let me see that note again. I'll take care of this. Pierce, carry on with the rehearsal, will you?
No, Dick. I won't go on now. I'll be back.
All right, Alice. Miss Tabor will be back in a minute. Perhaps Mr. Carlton will be good enough to run through his radio speech while we're waiting.
Okay, well, I begin.
With your line, quiet, everybody, I'm on the air.
Pardon me, Mr. McHugh. Quiet, everybody. I'm on the air.
A good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your reporter, Grant Clark.
It's Woodford.
Who loses no time in opening the little black book of exclusive news of the week. But it's letter on.
That's Woodford's voice.
Incidentally, if the New York police happen to be listening in, it's a safe bet that the Rawson story will be news to them, too.
What seems Mrs. David Rawson and her son David Jr.
That's him.
Where did you find these things?
Oh, right here between Flatfoot Flugie and My Heart Belongs to Daddy.
Woodford made recordings of all his important speeches so he could check up on his performances. Oh, you had me believing in ghosts for a minute.
Oh, for my money, he's a rotten actor.
I couldn't play that part any better than this.
Well, I'm bound to admit I was a bit jittery, too, but now we know one thing. There's no ghost.
The worst performance I've ever seen.
What's the idea? Trying to kill somebody? I'll notify everybody about this.
God never seen anything like this. Why, it broke. No, it's been burned. It looks to me like...
Is Mr. McHugh in?
Yes, go right in, Mr. Pierce.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, Pierce, listen to this. Our ghost has entered into correspondence with me. Warning, abandon this theater before 12 tonight. How do you like that?
Why don't you call the whole thing off, McHugh? This will only lead to trouble.
Just because I'm stubborn. If I were you... But you're not me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend the night in the theater just to see if that ghost walks. If he does, I'll be waiting for him. Did the others leave?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. Would you care to join me?
Oh, no.
Oh, I'd really appreciate your company. Now, you're not afraid, are you?
Oh, of course not.
Oh, well, that's fine. Here, have a cigar. Well, shall we go? Well, what are we waiting for? The front boxes command a view of the whole theater. You take that one, and I'll take this one. Here's a flashlight. If you see or hear anything, use it. I'll take a shot if necessary. Let's go.
All right.
Pierce, throw a light over here.
Okay.
All set?
Yeah. But I can think of lots better ways of spending an evening. Nice, quiet frolic in a cemetery.
Stop. Stop! Pierce! Use your flashlight! Pierce, where are you? Stay where you are or I'll shoot!
sitting in the chair and something hit me.
Are you all right now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Did you see it?
What? What are you talking about? I was out, I tell you.
All right, come on. Come on with me.
All right.
Woodford's dressing room. Get the key.
It's not here.
You wouldn't happen to know where it is.
No, I wouldn't.
Give me a hand here. Our ghost made use of that mask.
Yes.
Well, since you didn't use the window, must be some other exit from this room. Let's see. Beyond that wall is the stage. Beyond that one is another dressing room. The staircase goes to about... Pardon me. About here. I wonder. There it is. Funny way to hang a mask. Nail goes into a pipe. There's no point on the nail.
Where does this lead to?
I don't know.
Give me the flashlight. Soon find out. Take the flashlight.
Must open some way. Put the light over here. Alice! What are you doing in here?
Well, our dinner date. I phoned and the doorman told me that you were going to spend the night here. Dick, you're hurt.
Oh, just a scratch.
Yeah. Maybe a bullet scratched him.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. No. Miss Tabor, this is the key to Woodford's dressing room. How did it get here?
I don't know.
Come now.
What's the idea, McHugh? Trying to involve Miss Tabor in this. Lay off or we'll both walk out on you.
If you do, you'll only walk as far as police headquarters. You're both under suspicion. You might as well know the worst. I'm a detective. That is, I thought I was until this case came along.
But surely you don't think that...
All I know is that some person or persons is playing ghost, doing an uncanny job of it. You knew that passageway was here.
Yes,
Why didn't you mention it at the investigation?
because it meant raking up a lot of dirt about Woodford and... Well, his leading lady was always assigned to this room, and that passageway was his idea of a romantic approach.
You warned Woodford not to use it?
I did. Are we to consider ourselves under arrest?
No. Get out of here, both of you. Don't mention anything to the rest about tonight or about who I am.
Thank you.
Good night.
And, don't try to walk out on me. From now on, you're being watched.
Woodford's body all right, Mac. Or what there is left of it. Here's his wallet.
Find any money in it?
Not a dollar.
Well, have the boys replaster the wall to make it look like it did. I don't want any publicity about it, I tell you.
All right.
And, have them examine these for fingerprints.
Okay. I say, Mac, there's nothing to these ghost stories, is there?
No, of course not.
Will you stop whistling in the dressing room? Don't you know it's bad luck?
Yeah, but that's a good tune.
I knew a fellow who whistled in the dressing room, and he dropped dead on the spot.
He did?
Yes. You Minneapolis Mockingbird, will you stop it? Haven't we got enough trouble around?
Tommy? Tommy?
Yes, sir, I'm coming.
This place looks too clean. Throw a lot of papers and junk around.
But Mr. McHugh, it's supposed to be a modern office.
It's a newspaper office. Dirty it up. I'm a realist.
Yes, sir.
Well, McHugh?
You're really going to open tomorrow, eh?
Right. After the dress rehearsal, we'll be all set.
I hope you don't disappoint us.
What makes you think I might?
Only the reputation of the theater.
Well, you're the owner of the theater. I should think you'd want that reputation changed.
I should say I would. Greatest thing in the world. If you can do it.
Oh, Joseph. Gloria, I want you to meet my brother. Joseph, this is Mr. Veer. I hope you two get on well together.
Charmed.
I don't think we will.
Now, listen, Joseph, that's no way to treat this.
You're thinking of changing that young lady's name to ours. Stop thinking.
Say, when a girl marries Robert, do you come along in the same package?
No girl marries Robert without my permission. Unless she wants to starve with him.
Never mind, Bobby, darling. I love you even without Joseph's bank account. We can always sue him.
Yeah, I have my own money soon, then I can get away from him. Away from all this, too. Eh? Just you and me.
Bobby, darling, you thrill me. If you mean it. But I never know if a man means it unless he puts it in writing.
Mr. Veer, this happens to be a dress rehearsal. Would you mind getting dressed?
What do you think this is?
You're playing the part of a secretary.
But she works at night.
Stop arguing and put on that suit. Where are you going?
Huh, I think I can escort my fiancée to the door of her dressing room.
Good evening, Mr. McHugh. Good evening, Alice. Hello, Miss.
Now, let's see. When she says, what kind of a place is this, I hit her right across the face with a baby.
No, I think you'd better hit her with a twin.
It's up to you.
Just a minute. Hit her with what?
With a baby.
A baby?
Sure. Baby spotlight.
Oh, yes. Well, why don't you hit her with triplets?
Mr. McHugh, I want to talk to you.
Carlton, the rehearsal starts in 10 minutes. You're late.
Well, I won't be late again. I'm washed up.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm quitting. I'm through. I knew we wouldn't have any opening tomorrow.
You can't do this to me. What am I going to do?
I'll get somebody else. Let my understudy go on.
You know we have no understudy. My backer wouldn't pay for one. What's got into you all of a sudden?
These notes, Mr. McHugh. I don't know who writes them, and I don't care. But when my life is threatened, if I play these parts, that's enough for me.
Frightened by ghosts, huh? You used to laugh at them. Look, Carlton, if you're really afraid...
I'm not afraid. I'm not. Mr. McHugh, just that I got a queer feeling, a premonition that something's going to happen. There's something going on here that I don't understand. I don't know what it is, but I got a feeling that I'm going to be killed. It's got me. I tell you, it's got me. I am afraid.
Easy, boy, easy. If you walk onto me now, you'll leave me in a bad spot. You know that.
Oh, I don't care.
Wait a minute. I tell you what I'll do. I'll get your bodyguard by tomorrow.
Bodyguard?
Yeah, bodyguard. Think what that'll mean to you. The publicity. How many actors rate bodyguards? Why, you'll be the biggest shot on Broadway.
Bodyguard, eh? Yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to. Show must go on.
Who said we wouldn't open?
Jeff, lend a hand here, will you?
Okay, here I come.
Who's turning those lights on? Turn them on. Lights! What's the blowing fuse? Fine! Turn those lights on!
Put the lights on, please!
Help! Help me! Help! Cut! Where are you? Answer me! Somebody turn on that switchboard! Let it go! Let it go!
I can't. You pulled the wrong switch. I can't tell which switch is which.
Mike! What's the matter now? Can't you fix that switchboard? Come on, sir, right away, yes, sir. Come! Come! He must be in his judgment room. Come on, Pierce. All right.
What did he see? Why the fuck he was here?
He's not here. But whatever he is in this theater, search from top to bottom. Pierce, take a couple of men and search the fly. You two boys take the front of the house. Mike, Jeff, here we are. All right. Tommy. Yeah. Take them out and search the front of the house. Do it thoroughly. He can't vanish in thin air.
Okay. Look. Let's get out of here.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid. I'm just a little careful.
Come on, come on.
Wait a minute.
Where's your fortitude?
It's in my tool chest. I wish I had it with me. Look, now take it easy. Take it easy, whatever you do. Hurry up, go around that way and get him. I'll get him in this way. Come on, hurry up. You got him? Yeah. Take care of him now. I got him. I got him. Wrap that thing around. Hurry up. Give me that. Hurry up. I got it. Come on, we got you. Here, we got you. Might as well come out. Take it. Come on. That's it. Oh, now we got you. Oh, you coward. Got you now. That's it. He's dangerous. Look at it.
Young Panimini, what you doing?
Yeah.
Well, where'll we look now?
Oh, listen, don't listen to front of people. Let's look at you.
Oh, Bobby.
You know, from the first time I saw you, I knew that I loved you. Something hit me like... Hey, listen, what are you trying to do? Trying to murder your own brother?
I never thought of that.
What?
I can't understand it. I've searched every inch of this backstage he's got around. He can't disappear in thin air. Every one of the dressing rooms I've looked at, people have come to the front of the...
Another dummy. Help! It's Carlton! Help! It's Carlton! Oh, help! Help! Oh, it's Carlton! What is it? What is it?
He's dead.
Oh, there! I knew that was going to happen!
I told you not to whistle in the dressing room.
Did you ever see this before?
No, sir.
Well, how did it get here in this pile of mail? You opened the mail, didn't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but I don't know. It wasn't there, really, it wasn't.
Get me police headquarters.
You mean the police?
Yes.
Well, there's a policeman waiting for you already.
Well, send him in and get headquarters on the phone.
Yes, sir.
Read this. Hello. McHugh speaking. Yeah, get this. I'm opening a play on schedule tonight. Send me some of your best men. Yeah, a dozen of them to watch everything and everybody. Yeah, O'Brien's here now. Put him in charge. Tell the patrol to report to him. Okay, goodbye.
Your ghost again, eh? Another will die.
Yeah, he's a murdering maniac and we've got to get him.
Mother always wanted me to be a fireman.
Your mother was a clever woman. Any report from the coroner on the cause of Carlton's death?
Yes, a poison that acts like that. Out of some trick South American snake, but they don't know how it got in the bloodstream.
That's what we want to find out. Tell him to keep working on it.
Well, keep working? Why, he's taken that body apart so many times now, he knows it like a book.
By the way, any fingerprints on that mask?
Not one.
I'll see you at the opening tonight.
Shall I wear my white tie?
Yeah. Wear anything you want. Your dancing slippers, but bring a gun along. You'll need it.
We came to say goodbye, if you have no objections.
Where are you going?
Nowhere in particular, just away from this theater.
That's fine. What about the opening tonight?
Opening tonight with no leading man? Are you crazy?
No, because you're going to play Carlton's part. Oh, no. There isn't another actor on Broadway who'll do it.
No, but can you blame them? I wouldn't allow Dick to do this part.
Just a minute, Miss Tabor. You and Pierce aren't entirely clear of this yet. I want you to play ball with me to prove with me that you are. Because tonight there's going to be a showdown. That's what I just received.
Well, who's going to be murdered tonight?
I don't know. And I'm going to have as many police in this house as the joint will hold. Pick men who know the ropes. I'll stake my reputation that no one will get hurt.
After Carlton, that sounds like the man who offers a free parachute if the first one doesn't work.
All right, I admit I'm fighting in the dark. But whoever wrote those ghost notes is going to strike again tonight. I can't back down now. But I'll guarantee you as much protection as it's humanly possible to give. Well, are you with me or not?
I'll try to brush up on the part.
Oh, no, Dick, you can't. Mr. McHugh, I know you'll do everything you say, but don't you see? First Woodford and then Carlton and now... Oh, Dick, you can't.
Look, Miss Tabor. The ghost may have tricked me and the rest of us, but he can't buck the whole police force. It's my personal opinion. You'll feel a lot better when this case is written off the books. It's getting you down. When two people like you are in love, you should be a lot happier. What do you say? You both get bodyguards from now on. Everyone else in the theater. Come on now. For Mississippi McHugh.
All right.
Here are your Woodford ghost notes and the contracts of the cast with their signatures. I'm away off if any of them forged the notes.
Well, Ed, how about this check with Woodford's signature cashed the day he was killed?
That's in the same forged writing as the notes. In my opinion, Woodford found out about the forged check, confronted the guilty party, and probably gave him a chance to make good. The guy couldn't and killed Woodford.
Well...
Oh, Mr. McHugh,
what is
it's Mr. Veer. She's sick.
Sick? Where is she?
In her dressing room.
Don't go away, Ed. I'll be right back. What's the matter with you?
I was stiff as a fiddle.
Is this what you call being sick? Get a grip on yourself.
I don't have to. I got a grip on Bobby.
Where'd you get that?
If it's any of your business, mister, it's a present for Bobby. He's going to take me away from all this.
Oh, he is, huh?
And we're going to roam the far corners of the earth.
Mm-hmm. Just you and he. You fell for that old line, huh?
Mm-hmm. I got it in writing, Smarty. See? And if you don't go through with it, I'll sue him. And his brother. And you too. And I could do everything I said I was going to do. And anyway, I'm a very comparable woman. And I could do everything that I was going to do.
Quiet. Get some spirits of ammonia and some ice. You've got to pour her back in the bottle by 8 o'clock. Hurry up.
Oh, yes, sir. Jeepers creepers, have you got the yag on? I could show Michael Finn.
They put all the ushers in uniform for us. Is this a theater or a police station?
Well, the show tonight may not be on the stage.
Oh, what a crowd.
Yeah, looks like the police department is going to make some real money.
Yeah.
Oh, Mac.
Yeah?
Anything new?
No.
Well, how do I look?
Like a cop.
What's the matter with these globes?
How should I know?
There's another one no good.
Now I gotta clean that up.
Curtain in 2 minutes, Miss Tabor. Ready, Mr. Beer, 2 minutes.
Dick.
Don't worry, darling. Everything will be all right. You all right now?
Sure, can't you see?
Well, get out there and give.
Curtain. Make yourself at home, darling. I'll be with you in a minute.
All right.
Any calls?
Oh, just some dope from a Canadian town. He said something about quintuplets being born. I told him to stop kidding and hung up.
What? Trace that call.
All the way to Canada? What do you think I am, a bloodhound?
We'll go into that later. Trace that call. Let me talk to whoever it is.
We have the theater patrol from top to bottom.
Good. The coroner find out how the poison got into Carlton's system?
No.
Did you get a report from the handwriting expert?
No.
What a big help you are.
Yeah.
No place to call Calgary, not even in Canada.
Hello?
Hello?
Say, Mr. Clark ought to be here.
Don't worry, he'll make it if he has to crawl.
Talked to the coroner. Found a very small needle of invisible glass in Carlton's body. He said it was in his chest. Must have been poisoned and shot into him with a special gun.
Only takes the paper for the pictures and the funnies, now that Grant Clark's on the
That's probably how Woodford was killed, too. O'Brien, you take the front of the house. Watson, stay here with me.
Oh, everybody.
What's up, Mr. Clark? You're on the air in 2.5 minutes.
Okay. Any news?
Please, Mr. McHugh.
Yes?
It was in this scene. At the microphone. That Woodford died. You will be sure that...
Yes, you're on, though.
Grant!
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, what is this? I'm busy. I'm on the air in a
Now
minute.
listen, Grant. You've been avoiding me all day.
Microphone?
This is Mrs. Rossman and her son. After you've heard their side,
Look.
you won't broadcast that story. That's true.
What's that cable doing on that phony microphone?
It'll only take a minute, Mr. Clark.
Seems kind of funny.
Get under the stage, see if it's connected to anything. Hurry right back.
Treating people here is just a cheap, sentimental trick.
Well, what if it was? A dash of sentiment wouldn't do you any harm.
I owe it to my public to let them have the facts. Sorry, Mrs. Rawson. Get them out of here.
What with? I suppose your dear public is sitting in a million radio sets.
10 million.
Yes, 10 million. Of course, they've never heard the name of Rawson before.
Oh, Claire, get them out of here. I'm on the air in half a minute.
Come, David.
What's the matter?
A long time ago, yesterday, I used to be in love with you.
Oh, quiet, everybody. I'm on the air. A good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is your reporter, Grant Clark. Yes! Get away from that microphone! Ladies and gentlemen, the man who killed Woodford and Carlton was in this theater, and therefore no one will be able to leave. Sergeant, lock all the doors. Yes, sir. Bill, Charlie, Frank, follow me. The rest of you cover the stage. Come on, boys.
I wonder if I'll ever find out what he had in the Rawson.
You all right, Watson?
Sure, I'm all right.
There he goes. Let's get back to the stage. Tommy! Where does the elevator for the basement come up?
Well, there's one place, here's another, and there's one over there.
That must be the one. There he is up there! You two go up this ladder. Two take an air on the left and two on the right. Get going. There he goes, toward the center. Run the spotlight up there so we can see something. Yes, right away. There he goes, to the left. No, Hanson, to the left, over there a little bit more. That's it, get him. Get him. He's broken through. You missed him. He's gone over to the right. There he goes over to the right, the corner.
There he is!
Why don't you shoot him? Shoot him!
Don't shoot him! I want him alive! Get him! One time you couldn't get away with it.
Let me go, let me go.
Isn't often we can catch a real live ghost. A ghost by the name of Mike Hanlon, ex-convict.
Well, suppose I am. What of it?
Somebody threatened to expose you, forced you into committing these murders. Who was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, then. You killed Woodford and Carlton all by yourself. You know what that means, don't you? The chair.
No.
You'll burn for it, Mike.
No,
Who was in it with you?
I'll tell you. It was him. It's a lie. When he found out I was an ex-con, he got the drop on me. He made me play along with him. And after I killed Woodford, he got me to frighten all the people out of the theater. That's how Carlton...
Why, you murderer! I guess that convicts you, even if we didn't have the forgery charge already pinned on you.
That's right. He forged that check of Woodford's. He knew that I went to the bank for Woodford every day, and, well, he made me cash it.
Oh, the man's insane. That's what his lawyers will say. You did a good job of forgery, Brother Robert. Except that you closed the O's in Woodford's signature, both on the check and the ghost notes, the same as you do in your own writing. Woodford always left his open. Your little letter to Gloria was the tip-off.
Mac and I never even suspected you until you start talking about the fortune you were going to make and taking me away.
Mac and you?
I'm Mrs. McHugh.
Fortune? How did you ever expect to make a fortune?
Maybe you don't know it, Mr. Morton, but this theater happens to be a key piece of property in the development of the entire block. Your brother was in with the promoters. If he could deliver the theater at a low figure, he'd share in the enterprise. Naturally, it was to his advantage to depreciate the value of the theater by keeping it closed. Robert invented the ghost stories and, with the help of Mike, kept them going, at the same time throwing suspicion on everyone else. When the ghost gag failed, Carlton was poisoned in an effort to frighten us all out of the theater.
But how was Woodford killed?
I'll show you. Where's the microphone?
Here it is.
Oh, here it is.
There's evidently some sort of a contraption in here that works by electricity. Oh, yes, here it is. It's a little gun. This spring releases a needle, and when the needle is dipped in deadly poison... Well, take him away, folks. Here, O'Brien. Well, we certainly put you two in for a lot of trouble, but there's going to be a happy ending, isn't there?
Do you think we can oblige him?
Well, he's the boss. I guess we'll have to.
Mac! Oh, excuse me.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief.
Oh, Mac, you were wonderful.
Thank you.
Well, Mac, you certainly put the police department in the theatrical business, and with a hit show.
Police department? Mm-hmm. Didn't you get my letter of resignation?
You're what?
I'm a producer now. The show must go on.